Alright guys, it's another night in paradise. As you guys know, streams can't be too long during the week, but tomorrow I can actually play a little bit longer than normal. But I do have a lot of things going on Thursday, so that means that I gotta stream a little bit shorter probably. But we'll worry about that whenever we come there. So we'll hop over to the capture and we will get started. So last where we were trying to continue on with our story as Wook Lamat was abducted or fooled or something. And so Koana set up a little plan to meet the guy who tricked her. And now we are going to try to follow these guys based on Thinkrid's ability to track them down. So I had a lot of things happen, a lot of not great things happen. So we'll see how everything goes the next couple days. I'm also scared of this like cleaning thing that I was asked to use, because I read up on it and it says that it can cause anaphylactic shock fairly easily. But I looked it up and it said there's only been 46 people since 1969 that have had anaphylactic shock from it, 2 of which have died, but 23 of the cases were reported after 2010. So I'm like, my anxiety kills me. Koana wishes to gather your companions for the upcoming rescue mission. We need to gather all forces. So I'll try to remember everybody's voices, but otherwise, I'm just going to try to play as much as I can, feel comfortable playing today. Firstly, allow me to brief everyone on the present situation. Thus, at the very least, we believe that this is Hobigo knows where Lamatia is and has been taken. Thancred is shadowing Verbucht even as we speak, and I should like to join him with all haste. Unfortunately, our quarry had this foresight to release our punity from its harness, leaving us without a means to give pursuit. Erinville, as an expert in wildlife, what are the chances of recapturing the beast? With the right mix of feed, it can be done. I should like an extra hand to help scatter it about, however. Would you like to accompany him, Saltrus? Sure, I'll go be manatee food. Sounds great. Meanwhile, the rest of us should work on getting the harness repaired. It appears to have been damaged by whenever the punity was let loose. With all the peddlers here in the camp, we shouldn't be a little trouble purchasing replacement materials. As for the necessary metalwork, Earthenshire's artisans are but a short walk away. Then let us divide up the tasks we had and have at it. Hopefully the audio is okay. I know it's like back and forth, being quiet and not too loud. There is an unusually aggressive herd of wild punities down the river. So our girl will have fled through the opposite direction. Come, we'll try the waters up the river. Yeah, I can't get his voice right off the bat. Let's see. Turn this up to 25. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Assuming our Puniti has come this way, she'll be hiding in the depths of Marsh Ligata. We'll need to lure her back to the shallows with the promise of food. Wild Punities eat mainly aquatic grasses and plants, but the tame ones are often fed vegetable scraps. Knowing this, I've added leftovers to the food that I prepared. This should help the mixture stand out against the marsh's natural scent. Neat. Ligatka is crawling with predators, however, so I'll leave it to you to scatter the feed deeper in. I'll be waiting for you near the shadows with the rest of the Punity's enticing feast. I feel like I'm messing up his voice, or at least the voice I gave him. Alright. We're off on a journey to the other side of this lake. How did it get in here? Like, if the only entrance is over there, maybe there's underwater stuff. Water's still looking like water. I do like this zone, though. I like the flourish of color. What's going on, Rain? Welcome into day 9. This seems a little slower right now, but don't worry, everything will pick up. Yo, Rain.
Just subscribed for 23 months.
Thanks for the 23 months, Rain. Appreciate it, buddy. I have mixed feelings on how that is y'all's favorite emote. Or favorite sound to make. All set. I've just finished laying out the rest of the bait. Step back and out of sight and we'll leave the rest to me. The rain moan. Here she is. There's nothing to be afraid of. We just need your help one last time. You're hungry, I wager. Come on, come with me. Bro, how is this thing balancing? Yes, there's a good girl. We'll be fine here, I think. I'll give her a few more treats and lead her over to my boat. You can let Koana know that we have the impunity back. Kirunetai? I got a little bit of rain up here, but I didn't get any, like, major malfunctions or anything like that. I, went to the doctor today for some concerning stuff. Dermatology-wise. Kinda, I guess. Apparently I have like a small trifecta of like a forming staph infection, a small fungus infection, and folliculitis. All at the same time. And we think it may have been agitated because of the sickness that I had a couple weeks ago, which is just fucking infuriating. It's like everything's kind of fallen apart the last couple months. It's really frustrating. But I guess we'll see what happens. There are some things that I want to use, but I just have like this hypochondriac type response that I think if I use it, that I'll have some sort of fucking reaction to it. So like, I haven't even tried it. And then the other stuff that he was prescribed, I looked it up, and based on my current gut situation, taking a topical of this stuff could potentially cause more life-threatening issues. And I'm like, well, god damn, can fucking anything work for me and not like cause me issues? Why does medicines that are meant to like help have all these fucking side effects for like the simplest things? Erenville has the punity in hand, then, eh? Good. I expect nothing less from the certified gleaner. As for the harness, we were able to purchase all the parts we need. The Levier twins. The Levier twins are over at Ursenshire right now, having the pot swarm make the repairs. I am told it shouldn't take long. We'll be ready to embark on the rescue mission as soon as we hear from Thancred. Dang. What the fuck, AVG? Fuck off. Ah, yes, an aether current. Thancred must know something by now. Speak of the devil. You found her. Understood. Thank you. I had but to invoke his name. Thancred followed Hubigo's boat to the destination and confirmed that they are holding my sister captive. They, of course, being Bakul Jaja and his minions. I swear I will make them regret this. Lamtias in rich-left tunnels. The moment the harness is repaired, we strap in the punity and make our way to Ihuk Timu. All right. I guarantee this is the first trial. It has to be, right?
Thancred.
Dude, I want to mess this guy up.
Promise is up ahead. She's unharmed, but we best not dally.
Let's go. Bro, I want to
I
destroy this
spit
guy.
on these pathetic feats. Far more satisfying to claim their baubles by force.
Give it back! Forzanten poured his everything into that stone. You've no right to touch it!
Oh, was that the name of your artisan? How could you allow something so precious to be stolen?
You thieving cheat! You're no true claimant!
What does that make the foolish kitty who fell into my trap? If pitiful roars were all it took to claim the throne, you'd be first in line.
Bro, they really make you want to hate this guy.
Now, brother. You shouldn't tease her. Look, the poor thing's on the verge of tears. Meow. Someone
God,
save
dude.
me.
Such a taunting dick. Right in the side of the
Who
face.
did that?
His scales are as thick as his skulls.
Coward! You dare ambush me?
You ambushed Wuklamat, you dick.
Tis the blessed sibling's favorite tactic.
That useless Buddha was sycophant. He was supposed to keep the lackeys running in circles.
Oh, you must tell me all about that.
Careful now. You wouldn't want to hit her hostage.
Oh, the gleam.
That one's not to be underestimated.
Ah, they can do nothing while we have.
Our boy. Bro launched her like 50 feet.
Impeccable timing.
Amachi, are you all right?
Aye, thanks to you.
These weaklings think they can defy us? We'll slaughter the lot of them.
Patience, brother. The keystone is ours. There is no need to fight this day. And Zoralja has left us hurting.
No! I won't stop until I've got these maggots and feed them their entrails!
If we fall here, we fail our siblings for nothing. Is that what you want?
No, brother. Break off! We retreat!
Wait! Damn you, Bakul Jaja!
So I mean, like, she didn't agree to. I doubt she agreed to it. I guess they were gonna
Do
fix
we
that
give
out.
chase?
We head back. Amachi is safe. And that is what matters.
So he should just be kicked out, right? He's out of the running because he's stolen from somebody else without agreeing to fight. But he also just had, like, a giant cat woman, like, fall 30 feet on him, so... I'm glad to see you unharmed, Lamatia. Thanks for coming again to my rescue, Koana. And all of you, too. Bakul Jaja must be desperate indeed to resort to such aggressive tactics. I shouldn't have been so careless. I underestimated him and it cost me a keystone. Fonjinten upended his life so that I could accomplish the Moblin's feat. He believed in me, believed in my cause, and I've let him down. Yeah, but the contest isn't over yet. You're right. It's not over till it's over. The next time I meet that brute, I'll knock him straight on his scaly behind and take back my keystone. Speaking of vengeance, didn't Bakul Jaja curse some useless Bunewa sycophant when he caught sight of us? A reference to Saril Ja, I would assume. He's a devoted to our brother and is the only Bunewa I know participating in the rite of succession. If Ziraja is somehow involved in this, I will never forgive him for putting our sister in danger. He will have forfeited his right to be called brother. I don't know why everyone flicked out about it. Bakul Jaja should face punishment, of course, but so must the bandits who were who had the temerity to abduct Lamatia. I shall request the father send a contingent of Landsguard to enforce the law in this region. I agree that measures must be taken to keep travelers safe, but I wonder if what pushed these people towards a life of banditry in the first place. If we dig deeper, we might find a way to improve things for everyone. Tis something to think about. For now, however, the ride continues. I thank you all for your help. We should also get moving on, as well. Are you feeling fit to travel, Wuklamat? You bet I am. Zeral Jaz gained a good head start, and it's time we clawed back some lost ground. So, I mean, like, but she didn't agree to fight, or was her comment saying that she underestimated him a way of saying that she did? I'm very sorry this happened. From now on, I won't let my guard down around suspicious strangers. And again, I do appreciate all of you for coming to save me. The new food. It's all still worse than the food I normally get. Well, I guess we're going to Yakui. The road beckons, friends. Let's be on our way to Yakui. Then it is back to the path through the mountains begins. You remember the spot where you were tricked into walking off with the Wagkiza? Just going to rub my face in it like that, eh? I wonder if raising my hackles on purpose, though. You know, trying to keep my anger directed at him instead of myself. Either way, we can't be standing around here all day. We have lots of lost time to make up for. Alright, where are we going? Back to the mountains? Back to Earthenshire. Alright, we have an ad break in 3 minutes. Just letting you guys know. Boop 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 ba 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 da ba da ba 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 whoop boop 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 boop. See this. Dang. Go back here. So I do have a lot of bicolored gems. I wonder. Oh, I already have almost all of Kazumauka. Huh. I couldn't leave letting Roderick know what happened, so I stopped in Earthenshire to say a few words before moving on. She couldn't move on without letting her know. And now Erenvel's nowhere to be seen. Couldn't he have waited just a few more minutes? Humph. So much for giving him the benefit of the doubt. Come on, let's catch up. I want to give him that smug gleaner a piece of my mind. I worried Wuklamat would agonize over the loss of her keystone, but it seems I had nothing to concern about. Onwards and upwards, then. I mean, we're gonna have to come back for that keystone so that she can, if we ever find the Golden City, we should be able to, we're gonna have to do that, get that to open up the barrier around wherever the Golden City is. Holy crap. Oh yeah, we're back over here, except on the other side now. So we have an ad break coming up in 15 seconds, guys. I would appreciate if you guys stick through, as it does help out the channel just a little teeny bit, and I will see you, some of you guys, on the other side. As sure as you've noticed, the air grows thin in this elevation. Take it slow until your body adjusts. Deep breaths. Drink plenty of water. A few more steps and we'll be in Warlord's Echo. Oh, so much to do. Yeah, this sounds like medieval. Phew! I think I'm getting used to the air up here. So, this is the place from the layer of proof where Papa met the Yakoi. Oh yeah, these weird things. And that must be them. I don't think I've actually ever seen one outside of the picture. So this is most for Thrali. The giants rarely visit the lowlands. Here, in their mountain fastness, they tend to be solemn-dutied and pledged to undertake the pack with the Dawnservant. Yeah, like Mayan vibes. To watch over the Tural Videl Bilagramanda, the mountain is a prison within their temple. Ah, yes. Uklamot told us about the Tural Videl. Creatures that lived far longer than normal were awakened to strange powers. Indeed, yet among these anomalies, Virgamandra is unrivaled in strength. It has endured centuries, bringing catastrophe each time it emerges from its lair. As you've learned, the lair of ice, the Gulal Jalja, who last managed to imprison the beast, and it's lain dormant in this, was the last one to imprison the beast, and it has lain dormant in the temple ever since. It is a pretty big temple. I'd like to see the strongest of all Tural Vidral. I wonder what it was like to fight it. You couldn't even beat your brother. Warlord's Echo was where both the Lay of Proof and the Lay of Ice took place. Does that not suggest we'll be facing 2 feats this time? That's the question we can ask the Elector once we find him. Or maybe we should flush out Bakul Jaja first so I can beat my keystone out of him. Identifying the Dawn Servant's Elector should take our priority. Or let's find the thieving sheet. We don't even know if the dude's here. Dick is probably just like hiding in the bushes, like a pansy that he is. I suppose I still do have 4 keystones to earn, and no matter what we do, the contest will pit us against him sooner or later. Alright, let's seek out the Elector. Then I'd suggest we visit Kuryazar the Gracious, or so their temple is called. The Moblins told me the High Luminary Gurfurlar is to be found there. If we are to ask someone for information, then he seems to be the wise choice. God, all the names in this are so difficult for me to pronounce. Alright. Let's see if we can convince the guards to let us through. I am Wuk Lamat, third promise of Tuliolal, and I seek your elector for the right of succession. May I speak to Gerfiller? The High Luminary has granted admittance to the claimants. You may enter. Huh, that was easier than I expected. In we go then. Gods, is that... Aye. Vilman Gramander. Well, look at that shiny bird. Oh my god, that's a Final Fantasy VI reference. It all comes together. Welcome. High Luminary Gefürler. He is not here at present. I am Luminary Zumrummer. This is the Sky Ruin Villigramanda. It is the Jewel of Vidral whose name has evoked terror since the Immotorium. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle leaves before Vilgamander's tempestuous power. When the Skyruin descended upon Urkopracha 8 decades ago, the casualties were staggering. Had Gulul Jaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the very last. As the foe fought, the tireless and relentless, the heroes were pushed beyond the limits of their endurance. Thus did the hand of reason concoct this desperate plan. Gulul Jaja tricked the Sky Ruin into losing control over its own ice magics, causing it to unwittingly Toral Vidral to encase itself in frozen ether. And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa. But what happens if the ice ever melts? The same question looms large in our minds, and the magic sustaining this prison grows weaker with each passing year. Vilgramanda commands powers of fire and lightning and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was a result of those energies slipping free. That raging temptress from Vilgramanda? Setting future worries aside, you have come here to attempt the feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary, chosen elector of the Dawn Servant, has left me with instructions for all inspiring claimants. You are to scour the Forbidden Mountains and find the waiting Gefurler that is to be your challenge. Ah, so we search for itself as the feat. You've already spoken to my brothers, You've already spoken to my brothers, I take it? I have. Their expeditions are underway. Then we'd better pick up the pace. Aye, but we need a sense of direction first. Let's see if the hints can gather from the villagers. Gods, Vilgramandra is enormous. I know Papa had friends with him, but it's incredible that he can hold his arms against that thing. Should the person ever fail, though, we can't expect the old guard to come running. It'll be us to save the day. Oh, don't worry. You guys will have me. I do. Alright. Jesus, there's so much action going on here. Alright, where was I at? I was over here, right? On the Warlow's Echo. Alright. Alphino has shared his strategy for information gathering. As I've just been informed, the feat of proof requires us to seek High Luminary Guflair somewhere upon these mountains. However, its earlier feats are any indication, we must assume the challenge precludes the Yokoi from answering our questions in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask you to pay close attention while attempting to divine Guflair's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give us a precise location, there might be clues hidden within the words. Such as my theory, anyway. Let us see what we can discover. I gave him like a weird accent. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. What was the name of that song? Hold on, I gotta find this. Still alive, that's right. That's the song I was looking for. Do this guy and go back here. It is a rather quiet day today. Tuesdays really aren't that busy, I guess. The High Luminary? No, I've not seen him today. Now let me ask you a question. That Jabral who came out of the temple earlier, was that really the third promise? She seems rather unimposing. How is she meant to succeed the mighty Gulul Jaja? By punching the other Jaja in the face. $360. Yes. Betuli Yolan? No, you're not farther away than that, I think. As for the High Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He is a warder of the Sky Ruin, but also a keeper of the Sepulchres. And his duties often take him outside the village. Well, that was helpful. We know he's not in the village. That's about as far as I get. $360. Asking the High Luminary is as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He is a great man with deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs carved for one, he affords them much more value than any treasure we possess. They are records that we lived. With their records of lives lived, your arrival too, I will etch them into stone, and that the story of our meeting may endure the untold turning of the sun. If you're curious about our ways, then I bid you to visit Proof to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. I don't see any pictures. Alright, well, if her brothers have already come through... Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot the mountain of Jotunheim is over there. First things first, was anyone able to coax forth a definite location of the High Luminary? As expected. Then, what, then, of clues are the hints might point us in the right direction? I heard in addition to his usual duties, Gefuhrer is charged with keeping the graves. As did I. The Iroquois sepulchres appear to be holding a special significance in their culture. But I wonder if appropriate for us outsiders to enter their burial grounds. Well, we also found in the northwest or whatever that he was there. Proof, you say? He encouraged you to go visit the place yourself? Then let's go take a look. Even if we don't find Gefühler there, it will give us a chance to learn more about the Yakui. The gravesite is somewhat northwest of here. Well, we can leave all that aside to the villagers for the start, shall we? Is there a gemstone trader? And I really need to find a gemstone trader. I want to see if I can find some of that stuff. Oh god, I can't wait for my weekend. I finally have my full-time weekend again. The others have gone by ahead with the proof, following the trails west. There's shop drops everywhere, so we'll be moving at our own pace. Some of us are not built for this craggy terrain. I thought to get my bearings up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Then why don't you try catching up with Erinville? He should be able to point you in the right direction. I was just getting ready to jump off the mountain. Oh wow. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. There's a place called Sorrow? Jesus. I don't know if I want to go that way. Take a look at this crater. There is no wood, no trees, not even dry grass, and yet the ground still burns. It must be one of the scars left by Vilgermander's rampage, as told by the saga. The Sky Ruin's fires are described as eternal, flames that may only be quenched by neither storm nor time, and here I thought it was a literary embellishment. But now we've lost sight of Wuklamat. Proof is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she's not heading the right way, or hopefully she's still heading the right way. Wrong way. See ya. The long jaw of the law. You look like a dinosaur. Neat. You do kind of get like an ancient Aztec vibe to this with like the way the land architecture is set up. Oh, there's a current right here. Okay, where is this current at? Okay, it's probably up there. Right where I'm going in the first place. Is it at, like, on the corner over here? Really? It's down there? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I was gonna be like, dude. My legs. Wook Lamont wins the game. Looks like everyone is here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you a good fella? No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson to sepulchres who came in search of him. Oh, so we were meant to find the way here after all. Are you going to tell us who is buried here? No one is buried here, in the sense that you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to flames, then scatter the ashes across the peaks. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all who know them. This is why we build our sepulchres before age or mishap claims us, that we might teach or etch ourselves into the living chronicles for all eternity. Huh. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me even now. Up there stands my own sepulcher. As long as it exists, so will I. I will endure the hearts of those who read the grave glyphs in the same manner my friend does to mine. Has it always been this way for your people? the conception of the existence and death. Continue along this path to the inedible passage. Behold the history upon its walls, and you may find the answers to your questions. Well, that's what we'll do. Your traditions are fascinating, and I'd love to know more. I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so I will remain in your hearts also. Hello there, big boy. Hello, a fellow we met with proof suggestions suggested that we come this way. Yes, the High Luminary commanded that I watch you for your arrival. As the chronicles of our people, it has ever been my family's duty to pass on the teachings and the murals from generation to generation. I like when they do this stuff. They really are magnificent, and together they tell a tale of your people's history. They are the events that which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way. Please, we would love to hear all about it. Then I will begin. The first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago, an age of great prosperity for the Yakoi. Blessed the size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of Yogg-Tural under their dominion. Then, when all before them was conquered, they turned their gaze northwards, seeking to expand their territory and their power. Here we see the expansion into Yogg-Tural. Unable to cross the strait by ship, our forefathers set to building a bridge to the northern lands, a grand labor which consumed the greater part of a century. Zergor the Boundless, we still make use of that bridge in Tuliolal for travel. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yogg-Tural living in Yogg-Tural. What happened to the ones that went north? Look upon this next mural and behold the answer. I can't tell. This scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of the enemy could have repelled their invasion? I want to look at this real quick. I don't know if that's what I get from this image, but you know what? I'm glad he's here to interpret for me. A full unnamed and unseen, when the expedition pushed forth into Yogg-Tural 1,000 years ago, its soldiers were felled by disease. Some terrible illness? No, virulent plague or newly arisen blight. For local Tanowawata and the Shitona, it was but a mild infection that was sort of comes with the turning of the seasons. What manifested for them was slight fevers and coughs, however proved deadly for our people. Out of every 10 Yakoi who joined the northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continued to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring. Wow. I've heard of this story before. Lacking in inherent resistance, visitors to distant lands can often fall deathly ill to the diseases of locals might shug off. This event might have also given rise to the practice of cremation, rather than the burial of mortal remains. This final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren in Europakcha. The reason they first left, they had fought so long and pushed so far, was ensuring peace for our homeland. I do like these pictures though. That looks like they put a little face on the sun. Got the big bird people. And then we got the giants here. And I don't know who that is. And then we got some salamanders over here and some more of this. That's a pretty neat little mural. I like that one. This undertaking began in ancient times, when our forebears learned they share the continent with other peoples. Unlike to us in appearance or custom, they fear invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly awaiting their fate, they decided to strike the first blow. Yet, as they were fought on and on, the idea of old peace drifted further and further away. Only after the disaster of Shaktaral and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for the taking all along. It was here, in this place which birthed us, here, in the stones upon which all is recorded our days, here, in this tranquil life we had traded for conquest and conflict. When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right before your eyes. And so we return to present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening. It was. I'm always glad to learn more of a fellow Turali. How you've lived until now, and how you wish to live from now on. Then I believe you are ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Workor Zermar. I had the feeling we'd come all the scaling up this big old mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy in its own name. Follow the trail south of here and begin your ascent, but be wary. Beyond the entryway, the mountainside is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning and the lesson. Finally, we know where we're going. To the top of Workor Zamor. Well, we're on another journey. All right. Let's get this current. This is some pretty water. Something must be going on here. What's under here? Aha! You can go underwater. Oh, that's cool. I have full speed here. I have flying speed underwater. Interesting. Interesting. This is like a faster way of moving around with your mount without having to get all of the aether currents. That's actually pretty cool. Well, anyway, as cool as that may seem, I'm going to visit... Nah, I don't think it's been that long. We'll go back to Tuliolal. And today has been a slow stream, ladies and gentlemen. But we should have a lot more time tomorrow to play. So, as we said before, I am going to be calling it a night. So I want to thank you all for joining in. Rain, and Bass, Bagel Guy, just a little bit. I know he dropped in for a second. Either way, I want to thank you all for dropping in. I know this kind of stream every day, especially since the main game I've been streaming is Final Fantasy XIV. I'm going to have some different games integrated in here, but I am going to continue doing this every day just to kind of see what I can get going here. I hope to find some content that I can seamlessly add in to keep editing some things to kind of make things easier and kind of get my name out there just a little bit more, and as well as just get some experience talking to you guys. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this if you come back and watch the VOD, or you guys want to stay and follow the channel for other reasons. I'd appreciate seeing you guys. Some other keynotes that we'll be doing, we're going to be doing a community night soon. I don't know if we're going to be doing like Minecraft, or I'm going to be doing Grounded or Forest or something like that. But we'll figure something out. Until then, y'all, you have a great night. Make good life choices. I will see you guys in the next stream, which will be tomorrow night. Until then, have a great morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner, second breakfast, whatever you guys got going on. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.